And first up, we're getting you details of what's expected in Parliament. The budget session resumes today and it's expected to be a fiery session with the opposition all set to corner the government on a series of issues really. The Congress has given an adjournment notice in Rajya Sabha over riots in northeast Delhi. The Aam Aadmi Party and CPIM have also given a suspension of business notice in the upper house. The Congress party is expected to seek the resignation of Home Minister Amit Shah over alleged police lapses in Delhi. Apart from the riots in Delhi, the opposition will also take on the government over citizenship law protests across the country and the economic slowdown. The government, on its part, is also prepared to counter the opposition onslaught, stating facts and figures and the alleged role of its political rivals in fanning.
सारे मुद्दे उठाएंगे, ये लोग को बेनकाब करेंगे हम लोग। दिल्ली के दंगाओं से लेकर सारा हिंदुस्तान की हालत बिगड़ते जा रहे हैं इन्हीं लोगों की चलते, तो मैं छोड़ेंगे थोड़ा।
जिस तरह से एक टेम्पो बिल्ड किया गया, गाली गलौज की भाषा, उकसाने वाली लैंग्वेजेस और कुछ भी नहीं किया गया, तो कहीं ना कहीं गवर्नमेंट की जिम्मेवारी थी, वो तो नहीं निभाई, पर गवर्नमेंट खुद चाहती थी कि ये हो, और इसके लिए मैं ज़रूर मानता हूँ कि देश की पार्लियामेंट में आवाज़ उठेगी।
Maushami Singh is joining us live from Delhi with more details on this. Maushami, good morning. We're expecting a lot from Parliament today. There's no doubt that the opposition will have a very, very clear strategy on how to corner the government, particularly on the issue of Delhi riots. They're perhaps going to be seeking answers or a statement from Amit Shah.
A very good morning to all our viewers, and we get you all the action from the Parliament. Yes, you're right, Akshika. Clearly, the opposition is up in arms against.
Apologies, we've lost that connection with Maushami. We'll go across to her in just a bit. We'll reconnect with her to get details of what's expected in Parliament and what really the opposition's strategy is to corner the government, because the opposition has maintained that it is the government to blame, that it is the centre that is to be blamed for what happened in Delhi. Maushami is back with us. Maushami, apologies, we lost that connection with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying that the opposition is up in arms against the government as far as the Delhi riots are concerned. We've already seen a war of words, an entire slugfest that has been rolling out between the Aam Aadmi Party, the Congress and the BJP over the issue. Anand Sharma, the deputy leader of the Congress in the Rajya Sabha, has already given a notice under 267 for adjournment of business. In the upper house, we'll see the lower house also. The opposition will be raking up this issue, and it's unlikely that any business would be conducted in the day with the opposition sure that they want to get the government on the mat.
And we'll have to see whether the government will give any sort of response. Will there be a statement from the likes of Amit Shah on what really played out in Delhi with regards to the violence and the riots? Maushami, thank you for joining us. So there was also a situation that arose last evening in Delhi, a lot of panic over rumours that there was violence yet again. And with regards to that, the Delhi police has detained 2 people for spreading rumours aimed to create panic among residents on Sunday evening. The Delhi police has also denied reports of tensions in parts of Delhi and maintains that the situation is peaceful in the capital. The cops have appealed to people to not believe in rumours circulating on social media. The appeal came amid panic in certain localities on Sunday evening over reports of fresh clashes following last week's violence over the Citizenship Amendment Act that's left 41 people dead and hundreds injured. So far, 254 FIRs have been registered, of which 41 cases have been registered under the Arms Act. 903 people have been arrested or detained so far by the police.
सिचुएशन पूरी नॉर्मल है, कहीं भी कोई ऐसी घटना नहीं घटी है और हर एक जगह पे दिल्ली पुलिस की डिप्लॉयमेंट है। आप इन अफवाहों में मत आएं, ऐसी अफवाहें फैलाना एक क्राइम है और दिल्ली पुलिस सोशल मीडिया को क्लोजली मॉनिटर कर रही है और उनके सख्त कार्रवाई करेगी। अब दिल्ली पुलिस ने कुछ आदमी डिटेन भी किए हैं जिन्होंने ऐसी अफवाहें फैलाई हैं, उनके खिलाफ हम केस दर्ज कर रहे हैं और उनको बंद करेंगे।
And here's a look at the ground reports that our reporters have filed through the night and this morning on the situation.
रविवार की शाम को दिल्ली के तमाम इलाकों में अचानक हिंसा और दंगे की अफवाह फैल गई थी और उसके बाद नॉर्थ ईस्ट दिल्ली में भी स्थिति तनावपूर्ण हो गई थी। यहाँ सबसे ज्यादा हिंसा हुई थी और इसी वजह से जब कल अफवाह एक बार फिर उड़ी तो इसके बाद यहां पर स्थिति तनावपूर्ण हो गई और लोग अपने घरों की तरफ भागने लगे, दुकानें बंद होने लगी, मेट्रो स्टेशन भी अफवाह उड़ी कि बंद हो गया। लेकिन इसके बाद यहां पर जो पुलिस थी उसने लोगों को बताया, फ्लैग मार्च किया और स्थिति पर नियंत्रण रखा। देख सकते हैं कि किस तरीके से इलाके में जो आरएएफ है वो लगातार तैनात है। और इसके बाद अगर आज सुबह की बात करें तो अब यहाँ पर जो जनजीवन है वो सामान्य हो चुका है, लोग आना जाना शुरू कर चुके हैं। देख सकते हैं कि मेट्रो स्टेशन के बाहर भी लोग इस तरीके से खड़े हैं। जो इलाके के बच्चे हैं वो अपने स्कूलों को जाने के लिए यहाँ पर बसों का इंतजार कर रहे हैं। लोग इस इलाके में अब आ जा रहे हैं।
So the Delhi police has intensified its probe into the deadly riots that rocked the northeast parts of the capital. Hundreds of suspects have been rounded up and taken into custody, while over 250 cases so far have been registered.
Probe into Delhi clashes shifting into top gear. Nearly 900 suspects have now been either arrested or detained. Cops have registered 167 cases, out of which 36 have been lodged under the Arms Act. 13 cases were lodged against social media accounts for posting provocative content.
जैसे जैसे हमारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन आगे चल रही है, जो हमारा फर्स्ट काम है कि जितने भी यहाँ इंसिडेंट्स हुए हैं उसको सबको अकाउंट फॉर किया जाए और मैक्सिमम एफआईआर रजिस्टर की जाए। कल और आज भी काफ़ी एफआईआर हुई हैं और आगे भी मैं कहना चाहूँगा और एफआईआर होंगी। जो भी दोषी है उसको बख्शा नहीं जाएगा।
The special investigation team that is probing the capital riots has sought the help of the cyber cell to enhance images of rioters caught in the CCTV cameras. The process of identifying miscreants through social media posts is also underway. On Sunday, 2 bodies were recovered from a drain at riot-affected Gokalpuri. Their links to the Delhi violence is yet to be ascertained. Meanwhile, the centre has vowed to unravel the conspiracy behind the riots in Delhi.
Shri Narendra Modi government is determined to go to the bottom of the truth, to unveil the conspiracy, if any, that triggered the riots.
Suspended AAP operator Tahir Hussain, accused of murdering IB official Ankit Sharma, and rioting is still untraceable. With Chirag Gothi in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
The Delhi violence has brought to light also instances which reaffirm our faith in humanity, from several neighbors helping each other to strangers turning saviors. Here's a report.
Spiritual leader Sri Ravi Shankar's balm for violence hit Delhi. A week after clashes, the Art of Living founder visited the worst hit areas in northeast Delhi's Bhajanpura, meeting and reassuring survivors. The spiritual guru also blamed anti-social elements for Delhi violence.
I have been talking to people and they have been helping each other irrespective of their religion or their communities, and that sense of protecting human life is still very much prevalent. These anti-social elements which has come and tried to break the fabric of this nation has to be checked.
Delhi, meanwhile, is showcasing its never say die spirit, with instances of hope, courage and communal harmony. Just 2 kilometers from Shaheen Bagh, residents of Sarita Vihar stopped their Muslim neighbors from fleeing the locality.
सन 47 में भी हमारे यहाँ 2 परिवार थे, लेकिन उनको नहीं जाने दिया और आज तक भी वो यहाँ परिवार की ही तरह रह रहे हैं। गांव में कोई इस तरह का सांप्रदायिक कोई कुछ तनाव नहीं है।
Muslims in Mustafabad's Babu Nagar did not just protect their Hindu neighbors, they also guarded temples from mob attacks. Both communities formed a human chain to stop the mob from entering their streets.
बाहर के कोई भी लोग आए उनको अंदर नहीं घुसने देना, नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाना, वरना ये मैसेज ऐसा जाएगा अगर हमारे हिंदू भाइयों को जरा सा भी नुकसान पहुंचा और जरा सी भी कोई तकलीफ आई तो ये बाहर के लोग कर जाएंगे, लेकिन हमारा जो ये भाईचारा 35 सालों का 40 सालों का है ये खत्म हो जाएगा।
नहीं, हमें कोई डर नहीं था जी। हम तो सब भाई मिलके आपस में एक जगह बैठ के मिला के भाई रात को यहाँ बैठना है, कोई भी दंगा ना कर सके, बाहर का आदमी कर सकता है, अपने यहाँ का कॉलोनी का माहौल बिगाड़ सकता है। इस वजह से जो है हम रात को पहरा देते हैं।
People from West Delhi also came forward to extend helping hand by providing food supplies to survivors of violence.
हर जो है गांव में इलाके में हम जो है लोगों को समझाया हमने कि हमारे यहाँ कोई भय का कोई माहौल नहीं है। खास तौर से मुस्लिम भाई हमारे थोड़ा सा डरे हुए थे, उनको समझाया कि उनको डरने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, हम सब प्यार मोहब्बत भाईचारे से रहने वाले लोग हैं।
Normalcy is gradually returning to northeast Delhi with no untoward incidents reported in last 3 days. With Kamaljeet Sandhu in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
And today, the Supreme Court will decide if a batch of petitions that challenge the repeal of Article 370 needs to be referred to a 7-judge bench. Nearly 7 months ago, the centre had stripped Jammu and Kashmir of its special status and bifurcated it into 2 union territories. A 5-judge constitution bench headed by Justice Ramana and also comprising of Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul, R. Subhash Reddy, B.R. Gavai and Surya Kant will deliver the verdict. The bench had reserved the order on January 23rd. The petitioners in this case include People's Conference Chairman Sajid Lone, CPIM leader Yusuf Tarigami, NC's Akbar Lone and former Jammu and Kashmir High Court Judge Justice Hasnain Masoodi and IAS officer turned Neta Shah Faisal. The petitioners have argued that the abrogation of Article 370 by the Modi government was unconstitutional and that the people of Jammu and Kashmir were bypassed. Anisha Mathur is joining us live with more details on this. Anisha, if the decision is taken for this case to be referred to a larger bench, will that mean that the hearing begins from scratch?
Well, Akshita, yes. If the matter is referred to a larger bench, then of course the hearing will begin from scratch. But remember, this hearing has only the case has only been heard on the preliminary issues so far. We've only had about 5 days worth of hearing so far, and that has been on the issue of whether, and at least 4 days of that has been on the issue of whether it should be referred to a larger bench. The court was looking into the question of what happens. There is a judgment of 1959, there is a judgment of 1970, both of whom have both were 5-judge bench judgments and have made certain observations and findings with regard to Article 370 and its relationship with the Constitution, as well as the relationship between the administration of Kashmir and the government of India. The question that has to be answered is whether those judgments need to be revisited, and if so, then a larger bench will have to hear the matter all over again. Okay. Preliminary arguments were also given by the petitioners on the instrument of accession that was signed by the Maharaja, former Maharaja of Kashmir, with the government of India, and whether there are legal differences between the instrument of accession and other agreements that were signed between the princely states of Kashmir and India versus the other princely states that joined India after independence. So a lot of things have been argued. We'll have to see what the court has to say at 10:30 when the verdict comes. Back to you.
Okay, Anisha, request you to stay on with us. There's another issue also that's coming up in the Supreme Court. This is with regards to high-profile detentions in Jammu and Kashmir. The top court will hear a petition by Sarah Abdullah Pilot against former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister and her brother Omar Abdullah's detention under the Public Safety Act. On 10th February, Sara had approached the Supreme Court challenging her brother's detention, saying the order of detention is illegal. The plea sought quashing of the February 5th order detaining Omar Abdullah under the PSA and also sought his production before the court. Remember, former Chief Ministers of Jammu and Kashmir, this includes Omar Abdullah, Farooq Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti, they've all been under house arrest since the 5th of August in 2019. The arrests came after the centre abrogated Article 370 and Jammu and Kashmir's special status. Taking this again across to Anisha Mathur. Anisha, will the Supreme Court be dealing only with the issue of Omar Abdullah or also about the detention of several politicians under the PSA?
Akshita, today's hearing is only about Omar Abdullah. Remember, this is a habeas corpus petition that Omar's sister, Sara Abdullah Pirate, has filed, saying that her brother has been illegally detained and he should be produced before the court, and the court should look into the illegal detention. She's also argued that the 5th August order was passed mechanically, that the district magistrate, the administration, has passed an order without looking into whether this order could have been passed. Remember, under the PSA, it is the subjective satisfaction of the district authorities that matters. The district authority has to decide on whether the person who's being put under detention could potentially cause a law and order problem or a public safety situation. And that is what Sara Abdullah has argued, that Omar has already been under detention under the CRPC for over 6 months. He has not said or done anything that could potentially cause any law and order situations. And more importantly, he is a senior politician who has been part of the mainstream politics of India. He's been one of the people who's called for more and more participation into the mainstream electoral politics of India. So why is it that he is being victimized? We'll have to see what the government has to say about this, because in the Mehbooba Mufti petition, remember, just a few days ago, Mehbooba Mufti's daughter Iltija Mufti has also moved the Supreme Court, and their lawyers have argued that the High Court is not going into the question of whether the administration is looking into the reasons behind detention or not. They are simply rubber stamping everything. This is going to be a very, very important argument if it is raised in court today. Back to you.
Anisha, thank you for those details.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.